What's going on, Deadside family? Welcome back to another video. If you guys didn't already know, the Deadside developers officially revealed their new 40mm grenade launcher that is set to release in the month of June. In this video, we're going to talk about the good and the bad that can potentially come along with this grenade launcher, as well as how other players are taking the news. Alright guys, we do have a few things to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to talk about the good things that this 40mm grenade launcher is going to bring to the game. Alright, so if you guys have recently played the game and attempted one of the missions, you would notice that some players like to lock down a building after the mission is complete. A lot of these players are usually heavily geared, and unless you have something to fight them with, you won't be able to get back in the building. So this is where I think the grenade launcher is going to be a good option. If you happen to have one of these grenade launchers and you end up using it and getting a kill, you can potentially end up with more gear than you expected to have after killing these players that are locking down the building. So keeping that in mind, the players that usually like to lock down a building are more inclined to leave the area sooner than later. Another reason why I believe that the grenade launchers are a good idea is because they will intensify and make gun battles more dynamic. Okay, so those are my two reasons why I believe the grenade launcher is a good idea. Now, let's move on to the bad that this can potentially bring. The first issue that this grenade launcher could bring to the game is the fact that if someone has a large quantity of 40mm rounds, they could potentially get out of most of their fights without any skill at all. Another potential problem that could come up with these grenade launchers is the fact that if the developers did not put a limit to how far these rounds can travel, some players might sit in an area far enough to where you can't fight them unless you have a scope. My third and last reason why this might be a bad idea for the game is the fact that if too many of these launchers are out in the open world, people might begin to play the game as if it was Call of Duty, which takes away from the hardcore realism that it currently has. Alright, so those are my pros and cons when it comes to the grenade launcher being added to the game. I mentioned in the beginning of this video that I took the time to read through some community forums in reference to this announcement, and what I found out is that a lot of players are more upset that there's not new content coming out for the game and don't really want a grenade launcher or any more weapons. They prefer to have more things to do than anything else. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. You guys got to hear my pros and cons when it comes to the grenade launcher, and it is your turn to go down in the comment section below and let me know what yours are. Also, let me know what you would like to see in the first content update that is set to be released in June of 2020. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack the thumbs up button so that we can continue to grow our YouTube community. Also, consider subscribing as I do follow the full development of this game and discuss different issues that could potentially come in the future. Alright guys, so without further ado, I'll see you on the next video.